Welcome to The Know, I'm Ashley Jenkins.
I'm Turney.
It's earnings call season, and we all know there's nothing more tantalizing than a good old investor phone bone.
Especially when CD Projekt RED is involved.
The Witcher developer had its rendezvous with investors today in a financial briefing, offering some interesting news about their future plans, including 3 new games to be released over the next 5 years.
Yeah, there's at least 2 more than we knew about for now, for those of you who like to do math at home, and one of those games will be this year.
In addition to the Blood and Wine expansion for The Witcher 3, CD Projekt RED has plans for an unannounced video game set to release in 2016. For those of you hoping for a Witcher 4, this actually sounds like something totally different for the studio.
According to company president Adam Kaczynski, they don't plan on talking about the game just yet, but it's a new type of video game format previously unexplored by CD Projekt RED. Whether that means it's in a separate genre from their typical RPG fare, or if it's a totally different format, we don't know.
But they've already made games for PC, mobile, and console, so what format could it even be? Maybe something VR related?
Yeah, you never know. Later in the call, Kaczynski said the studio's also experimenting with things nobody has ever done before.
I'll bet they have.
Yeah. Granted, everybody thinks that about their own projects, but hey, it could mean something in the VR space.
Let's just hope it's not another MOBA. The Witcher Battle Arena didn't even last a year before it shut down.
Back in 2013, the Polish studio opened an expansion office in Krakow to create 2 new games. That office, staffed by 20 developers, was specifically meant to work on smaller 20-hour premium quality titles, so it seems likely that this unannounced game is the first one of those.
At the time, CD Projekt RED's head of marketing called those types of projects AA games. According to them, AA games are relatively big games with good scores that, quote, have some selling potential, but they don't require more than 2 years of our work.
Only the people who made The Witcher would consider a 20-hour game something small and easy. They certainly like to go big, and it sounds like Cyberpunk 2077 won't be disappointing anyone in that size department.
Hey-oh. The developer also took some time in the earnings call to talk about their long-awaited Cyberpunk RPG, saying that it's easily their most ambitious game yet. According to studio head Adam Badowski, Cyberpunk 2077 needs to be even bigger, even better, even more revolutionary than they first intended. He went on to say that in terms of scope, it needs to be much greater than even the Witcher series. Yeah, good luck.
We just need to outdo our franchise that sold more than 20 million copies to date and won Game of the Year in 2015. No pressure, everyone.
Nah. The idea that Cyberpunk 2077 might be enormous isn't much of a surprise considering who's making it. Back in 2013, the lead writer said the characters in the game's diverse metropolis may speak multiple languages, and that you'd have to purchase a translator in-game to understand them. More expensive translators would do a better job.
Oh, unfortunately for all of us, that ambition means that the game is still a long way out, according to the earnings call. Cyberpunk 2077 was
Will be out in 2077.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they needed that. It was first announced back in 2012 with a very, very cool trailer, and CD Projekt RED has been a bit back and forth about when it's actually coming out.
First, rumors said it'd come out 2017, then they said kind of cagely that it wouldn't come out until it was ready, then there were rumors it might even come out this year, but as of the earnings call, they seem to be committing to somewhere between 2017 and 2021. That's a big window.
We could all be dead by then. To make sure the game is nice and huge and comes out in a decent time frame, they're reportedly doubling the studio's workforce, which is already 400 people strong. But that doesn't mean we'll get more details anytime soon. They've also said before they won't be talking about Cyberpunk 2077 until 2017.
No complaints here. If all that wasn't enough to satiate your earnings call appetite, they also announced another AAA game for that same 2017 to 2021 window. 2021 sounds crazy far away, but that actually means they'll be releasing 3 big games all in the next 5 years.
Oh my god, it's only 5 years away. What's the future?
This is the future,
yeah.
And it sucks.
It does. The third title is a AAA game, and remember, by CD Projekt RED's definition, that's something more in line with the scope of the Witcher games, which are 60 hours plus.
Again, they didn't have much to say about this brand new AAA title, but of course, the most obvious guess would be The Witcher 4. Ooh. The studio said previously that a sequel to the franchise was basically a given, and that not making one wouldn't be fair to fans, also to banks.
I love that outlook. They've also indicated before that they didn't want to annualize the franchise, and realizing sometime around 2018 and 2019 would be a decent break from the series from last year's release.
As to who or what The Witcher 4 would focus on, well, That's anybody's guess. We know that The Witcher 3 was the last game in the series for Geralt, but CD Projekt RED told Game Informer in the fall that the world of The Witcher is ripe with storytelling opportunities and nudity.
Yes, and sexy, sexy sex. Considering they also announced in the earnings call they plan on expanding their existing franchises into new media and product lines in that same 2017 to 2021 window, they're certainly committed to more stories set in that world. Some of these new opportunities no doubt include The Witcher movie, which we already know is coming in 2017.
Until it's delayed.
Yes.
There is, however, a small chance that this new AAA game isn't Witcher related at all. CD Projekt RED acquired FPS developer Metropolis Software back in 2008. Their game, simply called They, was an FPS shooter where robots had taken over England. It featured some pretty unique weapons and were basically infinitely upgradable.
CD Projekt RED suspended development on They back in 2010, so the Metropolis team could help them focus on The Witcher 2. However, they have said that they really do want to go back to that property at some point.
Well, whether or not either of these mystery titles brings us more witching goodness or killer robots in England, we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, since CD Projekt RED isn't discussing their unannounced but now still sort of announced 2016 game just yet, our best guess is they'll be doing some kind of unveiling at E3.
And you can count on us among the fans eagerly waiting whatever it is they do next, because whatever they touch turns to gold.
Yes. What do you guys, especially the penises in their game. All right, what do you guys think of CD
Gold
Projekt?
penises, that
Yes.
sounds like comfortable.
Sounds gold. What do you guys?
For everybody. Everybody involved loses there.
Gold's also kind of soft. Never mind. All right. What do you guys think of CD Projekt RED releasing 3 big games in the next 5 years? Let us know in the comments down below.
And for more info on CD Projekt RED's ambitious new titles, remember to like the video and subscribe to The Know. So many dick jokes in that read.
Sexist, sexy sex. Sexist, sexy sex. Sexist, sexy sex. Sexist, sexy sex. Sexist, sexy sex.
Sexy, sexy,
Sexy,
sexy,
sexy,
sexy, sexy, sex.